Hello, crafty friends, Luisa Heinzel here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to this little flip-through video. I made this altered book for the junk journal ABC, so this is my new German series on YouTube. It's kind of something like a dictionary in German that explains the technical terms of junk journaling for the German people. And as you can see, I'm just making a voiceover here because this video originally was in German. And I wanted to give you, as the English subscribers and the English watchers of my videos, content as well. So I decided to flip through this journal and try to explain some things in English. If you are interested in this dictionary thing, in this junk journal ABC, you will find a whole playlist of this on my channel. Of course, at the moment, there are not such many videos. I think 2 at the moment, because I've started this a few days ago. But there will come more, and perhaps you are able to understand some German, or you would like to watch those videos as well, even if you can't understand it. I would be really happy if you visit this playlist, or if you have some German junk journaling friends, please say to them that this playlist exists on my channel. That would be really kind. Okay, so let's come to this journal. It was a really big disaster for me because, when you watched this other video, it was really crazy. Everything was okay, and I searched for an old book where I can make my altered book, like I made several altered books. And then the disaster happened, and when I was nearly finished with this book, everything fell apart. So the spine obviously was not strong enough to hold this whole thing together, and because of that, I don't know, the spine fell apart and everything was a really big, I don't want to say this word, but you know what I mean. And for this reason, there is this yellow fabric that you can see between the front cover and this first page, because I had to cut everything into pieces and then build it up like like you would do with a normal journal, like you would do with a normal junk journal. It killed my nerves, and because of that, you can see in the left corner of the video frame this little candle. I put it there because it was a little joke, because in German you can say you will light up a candle when you have a problem, so a problem candle. Perhaps that makes no sense in English. I think so, but that was the reason why this candle is there, because I needed some really things that can calm me down, and it was really, really strange. But now I have this altered book, and as you can see, I used some of my Crafty Creators pages that you perhaps know from my Etsy shop. If not, I will link everything down below to the description box, of course, so that you can check that out. So this right page that you can see here with Frida Kahlo is also from this kit. And I, of course, like it is in an altered book, like it is typically, I left some of the original pages of the book, what you can see here on the left side. And I would like to use this altered book to make some brush experiments, some experiments with watercolor and that stuff. As you can see on some pages, like here on the left, I did already some of those experiments. I wanted to test how especially the brushes react to normal paper that we normally use, not this special watercolor paper that you can buy in special shops, but I wanted to know what happens when I use brushes on book pages, on normal copy paper, on already printed copy paper. So for example, when I have a printable, like here on the right side, it's really light, but it's printed, how will that react with brushes? I also have some pages from an old botanical book. The back sides are really glossy, and I would like to try some brush experiments on these pages as well in the future. I don't know what will happen, but yeah, that's the reason for this book. Here on the left side, you can see a jelly print that I got in a happy mail. And I also want to try some brush experiments with this, only to see how this will react. And that I can, find out for future journals what papers can I use when I want to make some of those watercolor embellishments, some, page frames or something like that, that I know what I have to expect when I use, for example, a book page or a cardstock or whatever. So it's for me, it's this journal will not go into the shop, and it's only for me, and I'm really, really happy that I made a journal that's only for me. Even if it was such disaster with the spine and all that stuff, I'm really happy that I could manage to make a journal that's only for me and for my experiments. Perhaps it's a little bit because of this whole situation at the moment with this corona thing, that I came something like back to the roots. As you can see, this journal is not overloaded, it's not much embellished, it's some kind of plain, really much space for journaling, really much space for experiments with paint, gesso, brushes and whatever. But that was my intention. So normally when you look at my journals, perhaps you say, okay, that's a really different thing than that what I know from Louise. But I wanted it exactly like this. So that I have much room, for example, for this little plants that you can see here. And I think I have not the intention to put much embellishments into it, because I think it's a little bit really because of this situation, because I'm not in my crafty area at the moment. I'm here at home in my so-called winter home, where I don't have a craft room, where I don't have my usual supplies that I normally use for my journals. And I only had 2 happy mails from people who were really, really kind, and they made it possible that I could make another journal that you have seen a few weeks ago, this butterfly flowers journal, and this one, and of course some smaller crafty things, but no journals or something like that. Only this too. So it's a little bit weird to say only, but you know what I mean. Normally I would say, okay, when I want to make a journal, I make a journal because I'm in my crafty area. But in this time, it was not such possible, but I think it was a really positive thing for me. Here happened a really crazy thing. Perhaps I can tell you that I wanted to make this collage that you can see here, and then I wanted to staple those little yellow fabric on the left side that you can see here. And I didn't realize that I stapled through the other page as well. So not only through this white page there with this pink flowers on the back side, but I also stapled the page from the book with the writing on it. So 1 page too much. And then I thought, okay, oh no. So as you can see, this page here was stapled to the other with the pink flowers. And then I thought, okay, what shit is that? I wouldn't, was not able to leave it like it was. And so I decided to tear that up, because I thought, okay, let's make a pocket, but that is too thin for this book page there. And with that way, I would cover this pink flowers on the other side. So I decided to tear this page, as you can see, so that this part there is left from the book page and it's stapled on the pink flower page. And then I made a little brush painting on the left side around this hole in the page, so that it looks like, it should be like it is. And on the right side, as you can see here, I made a little, something like a cluster or a collage or something like that with this book page part on the bottom and the other things on top. So yeah, hopefully it looks like a planned trick, a planned embellishment or something like that. And yeah, I'm a little bit ashamed because that never happened before and it was really crazy. Yeah, here you can see some tuck spots that come with the Crafty Creators kit as well. As you perhaps know, I have several items of this kit in my Etsy shop because, you know, the files are really big and Etsy allows only a special amount, excuse me, of file size that you can upload. So I divided it into several items so that you can mix and match what you want to have. And yeah, that you have smaller items for a smaller price and you can choose what you want for your journal. This page here on the right side comes from this old botanical book as well. Originally it has, so there's both sides come from this book. Originally they had a really elegant white frame. I had to cut that, but I love those pictures, especially in combination with this vintage looking paper. So the Crafty Critters kit is available in a vintage edition and in a colored edition. So the main pages are, one item in my shop is colored and one item is for all the vintage loving people. There was a customer request if I can do that, and of course I did it. And I think it's a really nice combination of this vintage edition pages, this main pages with this colored ephemera. And that came out really, really nice. Here I have 2 journaling cards that I haven't cut in the middle so that I can make a little notebook, an extra notebook, or for example those paper sample books that you can take with you when you have the journal not with you and you want to make some notes when you are on the road or somewhere. And when you come back, you can write the stuff in your journal from these notes. I think that's a really nice idea, and don't know until now what exactly will happen with this, but something like that. Here are some jelly prints that I also got in a Happy Mail, and on this page, on the left side, you can see another brusho experiment that I did there as well. These yellow and green tones are brushos, normally mixed with water. And there you can see a little daisy that I took from my garden, and I made this stamp thing that I showed you in another tutorial. I will link that down below in the description box so that you can check that out. I have a whole tutorial how to make this stamp. And then I used a belly band from the kit. No, that's not a belly band from the kit. Excuse me, please. That's a belly band that I made out of scraps. And I'm not so amused about this white background there, but I think when I journal there with black pen, or when I perhaps take a tag or something like that, a journaling card, little bigger than this tag that I have put in here for demonstration, then I think I can live with it. So the contrast of this page is really big, but it's a journal for experimenting. And yes, the same thing with this next page. I made this little pocket out of the rest of a little paper bag that you can see there, this pink thing with the white dots. It's from a paper bag, some leftover. And with some washi tape, I made this little pocket or tuck spot or whatever that holds this little tag that also comes with the Crafty Critters kit. And then, because I have no special wax for this, I took a normal candle and made this little thing there. So this is the candle that I used for that. And it was only an experiment as well. I wanted to know how this wax will react with the paper, and if it's possible in general. So I took this candle wax and I let it drop to the page. And then I took a little metal round thing like a really tiny bottle cap or something like that. I don't know how this is called in English. Pressed it into it, and I used the cold function of my heat gun, and I dried it with that. And until now, it stays there. It is staying there where it was in the beginning. So yeah, I think that worked. I don't know how long this will stay there. Also, this little wax drops I made to the page additional. But yeah, until now it works. And it was also a little experiment with this golden color there, and something like the beginning of an art journaling page, because I know that I'm not finished with this page, but I wanted to give myself some inspiration by putting those elements to the page. And I think, yeah, it turned out really great. And I also have some ephemera from the Crafty Creators Kit in this altered book. I only cut that out, and until now I haven't done anything with it because, yeah, I don't know what to do with it until now. And I think all those ideas come with my process when I'm working in this journal. Because of that, I haven't cut this journaling card as it is meant to be. As you can see, I left this coffee dyed background there and haven't cut it there on the frame as it can be cut. Because I perhaps want to make a pocket out of this. But when I really do this, I want to make it like this, that I can put something in from the left side, and then I would cut it here on this little notebook thing. And yeah, so I have a different kind of cutting when I want to put something in here. And because I don't know until now, I put it into this little pocket for my imagination, for my inspiration, and for, yeah, my future work in this journal. Here's also a little belly band with a tag from the kit, and also on the left side this banner comes with the kit, and there's little tuck spot there on the left side, this tag as well. And as you can see, you have really much possibilities with only mixing and matching this Crafty Creators Kit. And I think for such a journal where the topic is experimenting and trying out new things or that stuff, that's a really great kit. So I'm really happy that I came to this idea. So that shouldn't sound arrogant or something like that, but I'm so thrilled about this kit and how it came out, and especially about your reactions about this kit, because there are already really much people who used this kit for so different things, and that's so cute and so incredible. I never expected that. And one thing that I want to say that really comes from my heart is I'm so thankful for all the people who said, okay, due to this corona thing, to this lockdown situation, I lost my mojo for journaling. And with this Crafty Critter Kit, this mojo came back. And I have ideas for new crafty things and new stuff. And I have really, in this moment when I make this voiceover, I have a really hard time to fight against my tears, because there are so many kind and lovely people out there in this community, and it's really hard for me to hear when they say, okay, I don't know what to do, the situation is so hard for me, sorry. And it's the biggest thing in this world that you can give to me when you say that this kit brought back your mojo. Sorry, but this is so emotional for me that I can't explain you. And I'm so thankful for everyone who writes me this kind of messages and let me know this thing. Okay, so here, to come back to this journal, we have the rest of this paper bag that you saw on this wax paper, where I used the candle for this little thing there. And yeah, that's the rest of the paper bag. And I want to use this for collecting some fuzzy cut images or some stickers or that stuff that I want to use later in the journal. I think it's a really cool thing to have this little space there, because otherwise, yeah, you don't know where to put them. So this is open on the top. And yeah, I can put my things into there. Now I don't know what I wanted to say because of this whole stuff. Yeah, so for example, this page here, oh, that's a very special thing. So perhaps some of you might know that I hate pink. I hate everything that has to do with pink. But this page is really, really special. I think it is made with a stencil from Linda Israel. Hi, Linda, if you see this video, I really love this stencil. And I got this in a happy mail from my dear friend Angelika. Hi, Angelika. And even if I hate pink, I love this page so much, and I think I can't do anything to it. But I have this book page on the left side where I can perhaps continue this pattern, or where I can put some fitting things, perhaps with brushes or acrylic paints or some coloring pencils or something like that here on the left. And yeah, that's a cool way for me to leave this beautiful paper that I really love, but I can do my own things on the left side. So perhaps you want to have this in mind when you make your own altered book or junk journal or something like that. When you select the pages and when you decide the order of the pages, then perhaps you can do this little trick. When you have a page that you don't want to destroy or something like that, or you like it is, then you can put another neutral paper on the left side or on the other side, on the to the opposite side, so that you can do your journaling or other things there and paint there, or yeah, make something to this page. As you can see, this is really, really plain. So here's the same. On the right side, this blue page is my inspiration for the left page where the book page was. And also this, yeah, something like mandala thing where you can doodle on the left page. And yeah, so this goes through the whole journal, this stuff. So this system and this thoughts, that I had with this. So yeah, here we come nearly to the end, and I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching my channel. So I'm so happy about this, and this channel is growing for me really, really fast. I never expected that, and every time when I have a journal, when I want to make a video, I realize that how thankful I am for everyone who is watching this, and I'm so glad about all those new friends I met due to this junk journaling thing, and yeah, I am really, really happy. So many hugs and greetings to all of you out there. Hopefully we will see the next time, and I can say thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if it's necessary, stay home, please. We will see the next time. So bye bye.